Stay updated with the latest in tech, science, culture, entertainment, and more by following our Telegram channel here. The reviews for the Emma Stone-led Cruella are in. Disney's latest live-action film, an origin story for 101 Dalmatians villain Cruella de Vil, releases in theaters and on Disney with premiere access on May 28. Many critics questioned the need for a Cruella origin story in the first place and criticized its long runtime, 135 minutes, and convoluted storytelling. However, despite these misgivings, critics also pointed out that Stone and Thompson give commanding performances and that Jenny Beavan's costume designs elevate the movie. As far as Disney's live-action prequels and reboots go, Cruella seems to be at the top of the heap. Here's what critics have to say about one of Disney's biggest releases this year. A fun, if unnecessary, prequel. Mashable, and Jihan. As a prequel, it's half-baked nonsense. As an excuse for the two Emmas to trade ever bitchier quips and ever more outrageous outfits, it's a ball. The AV Club, Katie Rife. The film's 5-person screenwriting team, which includes both the co-creator of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend and an Oscar-winning writer of The Favorite, goes about rehabilitating Cruella de Vil's image, first through the most ludicrous self-mythologizing since we found out how Han Solo got his last name. It's arguably a spoiler, so we'll avoid details, but trust that the Cruella of the prequel has a reason for disliking Dalmatians that's sure to produce a hearty snort from all but the most credulous viewers. Mostly, however, Cruella ignores the bad in favor of the brilliant, a more agreeable form of revisionism. Fox, Emily Vanderwerf. Cruella is not a movie the world needs. It would be really great if Hollywood would quit reheating its leftovers and pretending they're new, and maybe the only way to teach the entertainment industry that lesson is to avoid these poor excuses for corporate brand extensions. We can agree upon that. We don't have to say anything more about it. Except we do. Because plot twist, I mostly had a blast while watching Cruella, even if I immediately started picking it apart the second I walked out of the theater. It's an unnecessary movie with several easily identifiable flaws. Still, I kinda hope it gets a sequel. Emma Thompson is the Baroness. Strong leading performances. The Guardian, Peter Bradshaw. Kindly step back and make way for a sensational couple of Emmas, Stone and Thompson. Together, they are the highly strung dysfunctional double act that post-lockdown cinema didn't know it needed. The Hollywood Reporter, Lavia Yarki. I admit to finding it hard to picture Stone going so flamboyantly savage despite her lauded work in La La Land in The Favorite. The actress will, for me, forever borrow from Easy A, but I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. It's a thrill to see Stone and Emma Thompson, sly and funny as the Miranda Priestley-esque Baroness, gnash their teeth at each other. Collider, Matt Goldberg. Stone is her usual winning self as she chews the scenery, while Joel, Fry and especially Paul Walter Hauser are hilarious in their supporting roles. Evanth Baroness, a one-dimensional, irredeemable, obvious villain, comes alive because Thompson is so good at making that villainy delectable. Cruella, Emma Stone, makes an in-trace image, Laurie Sparham, Disney. Spectacular fashion. Mashable, and Jihan. The Baroness dresses are stunning in their own right, all luxe fabrics and elegant silhouettes, but it's in Cruella's that costume designer Jenny Beavan truly outdoes herself. Cruella's designs are deliberately alienating, even ugly, and get edgier as she falls further into her wicked side. At one point, she literally turns trash into couture. Their outfits dreamed up by a woman who cares less about looking beautiful or tasteful than in making you look, period, and they represent as strongest statement about the character's renegade spirit as anything in Dana Fox and Tony McNamara's script or even Stone's performance. Film, Josh Spiegel. Jenny Beavan, who rightly won an Academy Award for her masterful work on Mad Max, Fury Road, does a genuinely stunning job with the fashion. There are few aspects of such a story that you have to get right, and this is one of them. The biggest star of Cruella, aside from Thompson, is Beavan. The Hollywood Reporter, Lavia Yarki. What Cruella lacks in script, however, it makes up for in sheer visual punch with costume designer Jenny Beavan's exquisitely detailed gowns, especially enriching the angsty, sinister universe the film conjures. From Thompson's glamorous plaid gold suit and show-stopping dresses to Stone's lace-trimmed gloves, peplum skirts and one adventurous frock made of newspaper, the costumes are architectural and aesthetic feats that pay homage to designers from Vivienne Westwood and John Galliano to Alexander McQueen.